Okay, so the 2017 white Ford Explorer, plate number already down in my pad. So he already went by twice. If it's him, I mean, there's a lot of white SUVs out there, so until I get his plate number, I can't say for certain, but this is the street that he usually gets on. So I'll talk a little bit again about Garden Homes. So my investigations of Garden Homes, a lot of the people that are giving me the information, some of them have been gone from the company for a long time and they really don't want to be bothered. Some of them don't want to be bothered. Then I've got, what I'm trying to do is I'm working it out where you get one suit, one lawyer to go for one item. Like, for example, the fact that Garden Homes makes their superintendents, their maintenance superintendents, live in cool, moldy fungus, guaranteed an early death, guaranteed early sickness, and they make them live in these basement apartments all the time. And these basement apartments, for the most of them anyways, are really, really bad for ventilation, and water, of course, in a basement comes in through the concrete walls, and then you got plaster walls and drywall, wood after the concrete in order to make an apartment out of it. The wood and the materials, the insulation and all that shit obviously soaks up the water from the concrete. So after a short time, 5 years I would say, it's so fucking moldy and fungusy behind it. So there's a lot of people that were living this way, and when I was working there, it was so fucking bad. Me and my family were getting sick. We were getting bitten alive by mites, by fungus mites, dust mites, you name it, down in the basement. There's a lot of things that we don't know about mites, and too much that we don't know about mites. I can't blame him for that, because that's the medical industry that refuses to acknowledge the tens of thousands of mites on the bio level that they don't even admit to. I'd say tens of thousands. They claim that there's only 5,000 that they don't know about, but there's more. And that's on the bio level, okay? Then you also, and I call them Metellus. I call them these all Metellus. Biometellus is what I call the biomites. Because I have to rename things, because we were lied to so badly that using their terminologies is a bad idea, and I try not to do that. But I'm just saying it so that you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so the Biometellus are the largest, viewable by eye. Then you've got what I call an Electrometellus, which is the next step down, I would say, in size for the Biometellus. But I believe electros are still a bio species. They're not a complete carbon species, because even the electros, the Electrometellus, I don't know how to explain this. Then anyways, you go down and you keep going down in size, and then you get to a carbon. And I guess that's the thing. It's what we call death, right? Life and death. So the Electrometellus, they can die just like the Biometellus can die. You can kill them the same way. But the Nanometellus and the Nanoless Metellus, they're carbons. they're building blocks. And they're in everything. They're in all plants, animals, all living creatures are built with these metallics, with these carbons. So if you have the wrong ones in your body that don't belong there, and you can easily get them from the food, air, and water, and then we live with them, and that's why we're all chronically ill. And it's one of the reasons why I want to make a series to that Dr. Casey means, because I think maybe she might get it. She might understand what it is I'm trying to show you. But I first have to do this series to Garden Homes. And the series I do to Garden Homes, it's probably going to be something like Garden Homes, YouTube, CIA, something along those lines. Because there are so many affiliates of these multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires that enslave us and keep us down. It's really bad. And unfortunately, being surrounded by 7.8 billion zombies, you're trying so hard to save them, and you want everyone to wake up and see things for what they are, but they refuse. They're afraid. They're afraid that what they think is a good life, because they were programmed to think that that was a good life. In other words, ownership of material things for the most part is what brings everyone happiness. And then the more you're praised for your material gains, the happier you seem to be, right? Because everybody's all over the social media, and they'll tell you, oh yeah, so wonderful. You're so wonderful with your new motorcycle, with your new boat, with your new car, with whatever. And as the more poor you are, the easier it is to satisfy that. In other words, somebody who's really poor might show themselves on social media standing next to their brand new big screen television. Big fucking deal. And then they feel a sense of pride on making it in the world or whatever. No one pays attention to all the fucked up laws that are all put in place. Divide us, divide us, divide us. So I just passed the road. I'm looking back and keeping an ear out. If I see the white SUV go by me again, I'll try to get it, but I'm not at an angle to get a license plate anyway, so, but I'll at least get it, get the car. I'll talk again a little bit about the amount of money that was spent so far on getting something on me in order to put me away, because they want to put me away for a while. Because as I tell my family, when my family's been calling me, texting me, they don't know, they don't realize. Like if I was to tell my aunt, who just texted me and said that someone called her, she don't even know who, it was obviously the agents, someone called her and left a message that they have a civil matter in the court, Connecticut court, against me, right? Some civil case against me. So if I was to call her back, I just said thank you, Auntie, love you, goodbye. Because if I was to tell her the details about what I'm explaining here on my channel, she's not gonna get it. And I mean, I love my family, but they're all zombies. They're not gonna get it. They're working too many hours a week as good paid slaves in order to be distracted, is really the whole point of it all. Keep distracting yourself. So they're not going to get it. No one's able to step back and look at everything. No one's able to step back, relax, look at things for what they are. No one can do that. I haven't found anyone yet. They're all just so full of shit. So no one has time to stand up to the bad laws. They just go along with them. And they say, oh, well, you know, you can't break that law. Well, you shouldn't have fucking let the law go through in the first place. As soon as they tried doing it, you should have said, no, we're not fucking slaves, you scum. But no, we don't do it that way. Fucking bike. Maybe I'll go to the end of the road before I have a cigarette. I was going to have a smoke. I'll go to a tree opening first. So yeah, so it really kind of sucks, you know, not kind of, it really sucks. It's a no-win situation. I feel that I have no choice but to keep showing this and keep doing this and keep going, chucking along. But I just don't see that anyone's really going to awaken, because anybody that might awaken is not being allowed access to my videos. They're not being allowed access to what I'm showing you. If they were, then that would be a different story. But we're not on a fair playing field here. They own everything. They're all fucking part of this shithole system. The fake ass fucking system. And it wasn't supposed to be that way. And if you go and look at the true creator's work, and you go and look at the true creator system and the false creator / creator system, and you can, you know, tell between the two systems, and you get to understanding it, then everything becomes clear. And then you say to yourself, I do anyways, I say, holy fuck. So really, it has not been very long that we've been this type of slave. I don't know what the age is, maybe only a couple thousand years that we've been this dumbed down. And then in the last 100 years, more dumbed down than ever. And they call it technology. And they call it, you know, oh, we're getting somewhere with our technology. Man, they're fucking backing you guys so far back up. You know, they tell you about gods and Jesuses rather than and other prophets and shit like this. They tell you all these stories which have little dabbles of truth in between all the lies. And when you see the real system, you'll understand what I'm saying when I say that. You'll understand the little bits and pieces of truth. But I think what the reason they're so deep in all the lies that I don't know that they can even come out of them now. And when you go back to even just the first fake ass moon landing, because I won't call it real at all, when you get to know the moon, you'll understand that all those things were lies. So that's trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars spent on outer space fucking nonsense that is so fake. It's just crazy. But yet, we all do it. We all keep going along with the shit. Last time I parked my bike here, it fell over, so let's keep my fingers crossed on it this time. Let's see. Let's try that. Yeah, so, you know, trying to tell my family and stuff like that about what's really going on. They're you know, they're like, you know, friends, family, whoever. I'm telling what's going on with all these people watching me, following us. First of all, they write it off as conspiracy shit. They all did. Everybody. Oh, no one's following you guys. No one's following me. No one's following us. I mean, what are you talking about? No. So you can't say too much, because otherwise they'll be the ones to turn me in and say that I'm fucking nuts, right? So you can't say too much. You just got to tell them, say, okay, You know, so just like I had an uncle yesterday who I was on the phone with, and I told him about somebody, we don't even know who. That's the other fucked up thing, is everybody gets so afraid when they get a phone call and it involves the law in any way, because they think that the law means good people. It's not. Maybe there are a few good people carrying out laws, but they're bad laws. So what the fuck's the difference, right? So in other words, everybody's bad. But when I first told him a couple months ago how they picked up surveillance, because I've been telling everybody over the years, whenever I see somebody watching me, I'm like, that dude's fucking watching us. That dude's spying on us, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, okay, buddy, you know. But anyways, my uncle, one of my uncles that I told couple months back when all this really picked up, he's like, no, that's not happening, all this kind of shit. Well, now I tell him that someone called my aunt and told her that they had a civil matter in Connecticut for me that I had to go and address. Talking about a company that I worked for over 11 years ago. Pretty sure I quit that job in like 2011. Maybe 2010, 2011, something like that, is when I left that company. A civil matter. I mean, the fucking statute of limitations should have ran out in 5 or 6 years. So what are they up to? What the fuck are they up to from a company that's got a civil suit against me for something from that long ago? Doesn't make any fucking sense. And so how did they even do that lawfully? I mean, lawfully. That means that in order for that to still be standing, especially for them to be coming to Massachusetts, hiring investigators in Massachusetts, several different agencies. Again, I got 3 different agencies. One is a government.com, a gov.com insurance investigator. Now, he might be freelancing. I don't know. He could be freelancing. But I tracked him back. That was the dude in the silver truck. Then you got 2 other agencies, which I, for lack of getting my YouTube channel shut down or my videos deleted, I just call them Google investigators or YouTube investigators. They're fucking CIA, they're feds, they're fucking, it's all the same. It's all the same. But anyways, they're the ones that have the power to control the local and state. The insurance investigators don't have that ability. They don't even have the power or ability to do anything like that. They can request some help. They can say, hey, we got this guy in Massachusetts. We want him in Connecticut. We want you to get something on him, whatever you can find on him. If he doesn't turn his blinker on, if he's driving down the road and he crosses the double yellows, anything you can get this asshole on, we want him. And you get him, send him to Connecticut, and then we're going to take it from there. And that's what they're trying to do. And it was obvious to me, especially as heavy as it all picked up over the last 2 to 3 months. Then we get into the surveillance being so fucking heavy that they're trailing me on bike. They got dog walkers. They've got 25 different vehicles so far. I think I've got pegged. 15 different faces. That's 15 different fucking agents all tracking me, following me. Obviously, they don't have nothing to arrest me on in order to take me in. So what they're doing is they're trying to get something to arrest me on and take me in. Once they do, they can go ahead and take down my YouTube channels and nobody will be the wiser. No one will know. And out of all the people that I've got subscribed on both of my channels, the Michael Oziak channel, 123 people, well, if 110 of them are robots and agents, then what the fuck? No one will ever know who I was, what I did, what I was trying to show you. No one's gonna know. That's why I keep saying somebody else has got to wake the fuck up. And I don't know, I've been calling out the wrong people, I guess. I've been trying to call out mainstream. I tried calling out the flat earthers. I tried calling out space alien wannabes, Harold Kotz. I have not heard nothing from fucking Harold Kotz yet. Or go to his channel or hear any of his subscribers, his fans, his minion, as I call them. I haven't heard from any of them yet saying, all right, we're on it, we got it, we see it, we're going to go for it. No, and it's too easy to see. to hear anybody say, "Oh, I don't know what you're talking about." Fuck you, man. Fucking liars. Just means you haven't looked. Doesn't mean that it's not there. It just means you're not looking. You're refusing to look. Well, these guys might be. These guys might be my guys. Let's see. Take the filter off. They look like the type. Let's see what they do. I'm going to wait for them to come down the hill a little bit further. And then I'm going to go by and get them on camera. There we go. Let's see what they do and where they go. Heading back. So they spotted me and they're going back up the hill. Let's go see where they go. Yep, they're looking for me. No, it's not. All right. Come on, guys. Looking good.
What's going on?
With what?
The ambulance, you didn't see the
No, there's an ambulance down
two
there?
cruisers, an ambulance, and a fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Just now?
Yeah, they went up the first road, but I can't, we took a walk down there, I can't see them, so they're either on the, going around the bend.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I better go check. Huh. All right. Thanks, that's my street, so. house fire, maybe? Oh yeah, fire. Huh. How you guys doing? Small house fire, huh?
Huh?
Small house fire, I guess.
Oh, is that
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so. There's little black
Remy.
charcoal
Oh,
on the
you're
side.
fine.
You smell me? Smell the cats? Got you all upset? Yeah. I didn't take no one out. They didn't take no one out yet. I should just keep staying on. Yeah, it is. It looks like it could have been a clogged chimney maybe, because the windows got soot going up the side of the windows, but I don't see any smoke bellowing out of the house.
Oh, okay.
And it's that corner house, two away from Elaine,
Okay.
second one over. So she got cars in the driveway and in the garage, but they haven't brought no one to the ambulance yet. So I'm thinking probably clogged chimney, because the
Okay.
windows are black.
Okay.
So
All right. That was freaking me out there for a minute. Because
yeah,
that first cop that came down, he was flying.
I hope she's okay, because if they're not taking no one out that fast, you know, if it was but as black as the windows are, she might have been sleeping and maybe someone noticed the black windows or something
Yeah.
and called, because they're leaving all the doors, garage open, and the windows are opening. And I never noticed her windows and siding being black like that before.
Okay.
You know, it's a pretty clean house, so
Yeah.
something must have happened like that. It could have been going on all night for all we know,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Yeah.
so I'll keep an eye on the scanner when I get back, see if I can learn anything.
Okay.
Have fun, guys.
All right. Talk to you after.
See if this guy parks here. Nope. That might be my gray truck. Might be. Just gonna give him a minute, see if he comes back down that road. Since he spotted me. Pretty good. Where do I want to aim this bitch? That way. Oh, I guess it go this way. Right,